very much alike.
Remember all the happy times we had.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Hello, Nico. Welcome to the live stream. Sit back and enjoy. Remember, everybody's points got resetted. I might think about doing a giveaway. Whoever had the most points, or whoever cranking the most hours. I don't know. We'll do something there. People had a crazy amount of points for some reason.
Because it's easy to abuse.
That's why I'm tweaking it so it won't be easy to abuse.
I'll be back. I'm going to go and find me something to eat.
This is looking for some stuff to eat. So Nico, do you want to be on voice chat or not? Let's see. Anybody there? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I forgot to update the mod. For now, enjoy some auto quests, everybody. Okay? Yeah. Enjoy some simple auto quests. I just gotta update the Chocobo mod. Chocobo craft mod. One second, everybody. That's why there's a hyphen. Download. Actually, no. That is the. Oh, what was it? His phone went off. He must be busy. So unprofessional, I say. Yes, unprofessional. Yes, he was so unprofessional. His phone went off. Yes, unprofessional. I'm reading somewhere over there. Alright. There's him.
Oops.
What did you do?
Smack my headphones against a pair of scissors.
Oh, hey everybody, this is Uzumato, the Mercy with me. He's a moderator on my Discord.
Yo.
If you do want to join,
Hell, I'm pretty much a moderator on everything.
cannot be on Curse Forge. Curse said no to my pack because he uses mods that are non-curse, and I tried. They said no.
And the mod pack is 100% copyright. Even though it's made by itself, it's based off of a game, so Curse isn't even gonna step foot in that territory.
I mean, there's other stuff that's on pretty much on there. There's Chocobo. Uzu.
That one's just the Chocobos itself, though. I wouldn't see that. This is...
And there's one
I mean,
that has a Chocobo mod that actually has music with it. So...
Well, I think just like the Dragon Quest in general is like a little more treading territory.
And our word Curse said no because it's on the because it's not English.
That too.
So it can't be on Curse. I'm sorry, but I can send you a pack for you to inject it into Curse, but it cannot be in Curse.
I don't like Curse anyways.
So I mean,
it downright refuses. There we go. That's weird.
What?
It keeps refusing to tell me you're live on YouTube, so I unsubscribed and resubscribed. Maybe that'll fix it.
I'm getting a notification. I might. No, I might won't. I don't know.
That and even if it was on Curse, they'd probably kick it off because Kiba's the only one working.
I mean, there's other mods, so it's not just because of the copyright thing. It's just...
Well, there's a lot of mods that are in there that's just not on Curse.
Yep. And I can't do nothing about it, so... I'll put this on.
Oh, so
What's up?
down here in Florida at a Goodwill, someone found a baby bouncer, and they bought it for like $20, right?
Yeah.
Got it home. Now this is on Goodwill because they should have opened this thing up. Got it home.
Thomas, just join my Discord now. I'll set you up on Curse. You okay?
Got it home. Opened it up, tested it out, put it together. Guess what they found inside of it?
A creepy something dead.
Wasn't a baby bouncer. It was an AR-15.
Oh.
Loaded with a full mag in it.
That's scary.
What I'm thinking is it probably was accidentally given to him. It was probably someone that had it just stashed in their house just in case. So in a box.
What is your name on Discord, by chance? That's right, Red Goblin. Hey, Red Goblin, are you busy right now? If you have any ideas, you join the chat with me. I know how you modding like crazy. You mod kind of like too crazy, make them stupid feed beats packs.
Well, I mean, to be honest, if you did want to make it like,
if I want to make this like Feed the Beast, then
it'll never be that. But if you want to make it like, Builders, you're going to have to build a map for it. Open world just isn't gonna work.
So Red Goblin, you want to voice? Are you able to voice chat Red Goblin? That is the question. Check him in admin mode. Let's see. 16 up. Okay, it's okay. Since the mod pack will be a little more easier, I'm setting up the. It'll be easier, but a little more difficult. So. But if you have any suggestions, give me a heads up. Okay. If you want to, you can hang in the voice tray. You don't have to. Me and Uzu can swing by the voice tray. You can hop in and just mute Mike if you want to. You don't have to talk or nothing. Stuff. Alright. So let's see. Oh, and you notice the new health bars, right? I decided to go with the classic ones. If you're watching the stream, Uzu.
What hot bars?
Health bars, the classic ones. So if you're watching the stream, you will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, up at the top?
No, more on the side, if you want to.
I don't see any health bar except for the one that's on the top.
You mean this the top right? You mean top left?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Do the pages test. Hey Nico, you want to join voice chat? However, I mean, suggestions. Might be able to set up an ice one set up for you and all that.
I mean, for sure, if you wanted to make this like cool builders, you would have to probably design your own mod.
Yeah. Hey, this guy is just a random Sky packet download if you're wondering about it. Sorry about that, everybody. That was a one drop frame. This is getting popular today. I hate when water freaks out like that. I don't know why water does that. Let's check out the generation. Everything's all good. That's right. Let's see. This is the exterior utilities meters. Should I make the item that comes out of these craftable or?
No matter what.
these extra utility apply energetic meteors.
You can't disable the meteors, can you?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, you could just make it to where you spawn with the items in your inventory.
That's the thing that's kind of broke. You know,
and then disable the meteors.
Because the meteors I know look gross. Do you agree with that, right?
For the pack, yes, normally I'd say they're fine, but you're trying to do Dragon Quest, so.
I mean, there are space-based monsters in Dragon Quest, so. Dragon Quest 10, but. Lucky there's no mimic wardrobes or doors.
Yeah, that's a better idea, Goblin. Set up a person to trade for him.
No,
so you'd have to buy them. It's like you would have to buy them from someone. Even the Sky Stone.
Or make it a drop from a mob loot from the Metal Menagerie as a mob loot. Mob drop? Is it?
I'd have to see the mob to tell you.
Red as I said, Metal Menagerie. Oh, and Uzu's hooked on Dragon Quest. He played the demo.
Just Builders. I played Builders, and I want Builders now. And I'm kind of pissed off at Square Enix.
I warned you.
It is a good... Well, I mean, the first one looked good. It's just, I didn't like the camera at all, in the slightest. This one's a little more manageable. Actually, it's a lot more manageable.
This mob, she dropped it.
Keep a reset all... No, that doesn't make sense. It needs to be something more cyborg. Keep a reset all of the levels and things and money because it was broken.
No, I just did it to get a clean start. And if you're regular, aka Niku, you are regular, so you get a boosted box. You get boosted stuff you can use and use the normal stuff.
You're right, my 37 million wasn't broken.
What I'm saying is you can use more stuff now. You can use more commands if you get the regular. I think you should be a regular, so you can use more stuff. So you need more stuff now.
Are there any cyborgs or anything?
There's one.
Or something close.
There's one cyborg.
The Cyber Slime.
And there's robots.
Because it's technically a mechanical component. You are getting frame drops for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I can't... You can't do nothing about that. Yeah, it's only 386, so it does happen. Usually on Thursdays, Fridays.
Well, the issue also is there's a lot of mobs, and there is not a lot of spawn generation for Minecraft. And so, if you can only have, what was it, 100 and something mobs per chunk? 1.7.10, right?
Yep. I can increase the chunk, mobs and chunk, but the spawn rate is up more, but less difficult. How about this guy? Ultra kill machine.
Um, 70 per chunk. 70 hostile per chunk.
Let's see.
So you can have about 70 hostile chunk, and that's including vanilla mobs if they're there. But you also have variants as well. So
anyway, if you want to know about it, this is the guy that barks all the time in the background. That's right, Teddy. So, if the music's too loud, give me a heads up. Sorry about
You know what we could do?
What's up?
We need 2 servers.
Yeah, for what?
Well, not 2 servers, but like a flat world.
To use? I don't know. See how the generation works.
Well, no, not even for that. For the server itself. So we could build dungeons, right?
Yep.
We could build physical dungeons, and then when you go to run it, you'd step on the teleporter. It would teleport you to that dungeon, and you would run the dungeon. Of course, the staff member would have one of us would have to. You'd have to be there to reset the dungeon once it's ran.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I try looking online. There's no plugins that resets dungeons.
No, there's not. Not this day. Not this area.
There's not even the modern versions. I think don't have it either. You have to do a lot of tweaking.
No, some of them have it. Yeah, some of them have it for sure.
Some have it, but usually a pre-generated one.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, even if you had to reset it.
Don't worry, I can make a flat world easy. I just gotta put a mod in a pack and I'll make a flat world.
But it has to do with it. I mean, you wouldn't really have to worry about the mobs respawning because you could do mob spawners.
Mm-hmm.
But for like the loot, the chest would have to respawn.
That's the only annoyance.
Yeah, that's the only difficult thing.
I'm still gonna villages, make sure they're all pristine, not like crazy, you know? Make sure there's like one village and then one village. Villagers, why you don't put dirt under your gravel? Dumb villagers. Could you not generate 2 dungeons?
Well, that's garbage.
What? The village?
No. Part of that hot dog bun's molded.
I tried everything, Red. I tried every single plugin there is. There's plugins that allows you to make a dungeon and reset it, but the only drawback is most of them are not. Most of them do not use custom spawners. They use vanillas, and that will be only server side. Don't be single player. So.
We're back.
Should I have the boss health with this or not? Be right back. Okay. I'm back. Yeah. Look some camera. Okay. So Red, are you there? That's good. Okay. Yeah. Hashtag. Okay. 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 That's done with. Welcome back, Ozu. Sure, buddy. I'm looking for the convent right now. Convent corner to see what I can do. What you eating, Uzu? Yes. Trying to figure out something here, buddy. Sorry about me taking so long. I'm trying to find the order. No worry, it needs updating. My camera's super bright.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. How's your back?
Cloning a dungeon, that would require a lot of server tasks. That would require a lot for a server to do. Too much, in fact. Especially if there's like 4 people wanting to run the same thing. Oh, so Trump is going to be cutting food stamps. Anyone that doesn't have kids or anything like that, their food stamps is getting halved.
Okay. What's up?
Just watching Patty Mayo, and he just shoved the guy down the stairs. Thought that was funny.
Well, somebody getting pushed down the stairs. Okay. Perfect.
Well, he was wrestling the guy, and he just shoved him down the stairs. I burnt these things, though. I got this pan a little too hot.
Hot dogs?
No, I threw the hot dogs away.
No.
Because it was molded. The bread was molded. Hopefully the rest of the bun wasn't molded because I was eating the bun. But it was like a very, very, very light spot of mold, so I'm pretty sure it just happened today.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, and this is where I gotta put the item ID at. Let's see. So I got 25% of chance of dropping what? For these, the templates for to make extra utilities happen?
Well, you gotta find them at first. So...
There's 3 of them.
Well, are we gonna do a spawner, or are you just gonna find them in the wild?
I say make them wild. I'll let all the machines drop them.
Well, how rare are they in the wild, the machine type model?
The killing machines you've been seeing, and the cyber slimes.
I never saw a cyber slime at all.
Have you been
or
seeing
killing
the
machine?
machines?
I didn't see any of it.
Go to the Nether. They're everywhere.
Alright, well, you don't want to make it too... I would do... You could... Excuse me. Do... 100%. Like, you could do one of them at 100%. And then do the other 3 at lower percents. Or less than 100, because they don't stack. So, like, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? Okay. Well, you could do one of them at 100%, and the other ones at a lower.
But you need all 3, so.
Yeah.
How about make each one 25%, and you have a chance of dropping it from 1 monster?
You could do that.
So if people kill a slime,
do that.
Killing machine.
Yeah, just do that. That works.
Just toggle. Okay.
Oh, I missed that one.
Which one?
The SpaceX launched a rocket today. 30 minutes ago.
Where was it at? In Florida?
Cape Canaveral.
So, can you look it up for a second? What drops from meteors? I think it's the inscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
The inscriber presses.
Inscriber silicone presses?
Yeah, it's all of the presses. But I don't think they all drop in the same chest.
No, they usually don't. They're usually, the silicone presses. What presses does it say? I think that's 4 actually. So each one will be 25%.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, this one, the subscriber calculate press is not.
Here we go. Something that's actually useful.
What is?
Their actual webpage.
Oh, the extra utilities webpage?
Here we go. The inscriber logic press, the inscriber calculation press, the engineer press, and then the inscriber silicon press. There's 4 in the applied into 6.2. So whatever the presses are that are in that version.
Yep. They're all
but
just 4.
pressing.
So each one 25% be good.
Yep. That'd be perfect actually.
I mean, legit, you'd be able to get multiple of them, so. I could be evil and make it so it has a chance of not dropping nothing, but. Should I do that?
Well, oh wait. What else does it drop?
What?
The slime. What else? It's not gonna. Whatever you're making the thing is, it's not gonna counteract with what it normally drops items wise, right?
No, it won't.
Okay.
He drops iron nails. It's a common drop.
Okay.
So it won't mess it up. I'll add it to it. So that's why there's testing. So let's just go to this. Sorry about white face, everybody. It happens. The screen is pure white. So let's see. So you're wondering why I'm putting 25 over here, because each row, like this row is here, this row is 1, this row is 4, this row is 4, this row is 3, this row is 2, this row is 1. Each calculation here is each row. Now if I make these all 25 here, I'm putting this one instance 0 right here. This will be all for stack row 4. All I do is move the next space over for each row. So, anyway. Of course, approaching Nirvana. Change it. What's up?
Nothing.
You know, let's get encourage the spirit, everybody. You don't like Christmas? Happy. If you don't like the day of Christmas, have a happy 25. Or happy of cutting down a tree. Don't cut down
Okay.
just don't cut
This is
down
pretty funny.
Just don't cut down trees around people's properties, or you paying about $1 million.
I've seen that one, and that's old.
Still, that is still a good one.
So
Go on.
I'm watching Patty Mayo right now while listening in, because there's not really anything else for me to do right now. So
Yeah.
I'm watching Patty Mayo, and they went to a bar, and
Okay.
they had a confrontation with a guy.
Alright.
A bunch of people were fighting inside of the bar, at least 4 people.
That's a bar, okay. Usually people fight in a bar.
While 3 of them were bystanders trying to help the woman. She was told by one of the guys that we will be waiting outside for you when you get off, because she denied the guy, turned him down. Well, anyways, they arrested them both. Patty walks out. He's talking. So what's going on here? He's like, wait a minute. I know you. How the fuck are you out of jail? You shouldn't be out of jail. He's like, my dad's a district attorney. Okay, I'm out, but that's not what this is about.
Now, people say, no. I say extra utilities, I'm adding it because I want to. Plus, there's a lot of items in this pack.
Actually, Utilities has a lot of good pipe work too.
Extra utilities in this pack, and it's applied logistics. I mean, I want to get Ender IO in this. It's just the config gives me a headache right now. Gives me a major headache. It's all a JSON file. And just, if somebody wants to do Ender IO and talk with me and do some editing of it, then I'll be happy to add it to the pack. Just, it's a pain in the butt for me right now. So you said the 4 items dropped from the meteor? They were called Inscriber Silicone Press.
Yeah, but they don't all drop at once. So.
I know. So make it so it'd be a 50-50 chance it would drop and a 25% chance it will drop, or make it a 100% chance it would drop, but a 25% tile of it dropping.
Yeah, it should be 100% chance one of them will drop, but you don't know which one it is.
Yep. Or you might get 2 of them dropping, so who knows. And Skystone, let's see. I know you told me to get it from the meteor, so let me figure out a way to do that.
We can just sell that in a shop.
No, you can make it. You can make it legit with a barrel recipe. You know? Yeah, you can get it from dust. The Skystone dust. So you don't need to, you don't need to craft it. Just craft the recipe for it. Uses. Start with the drop. Yeah. Is there a way to make a Skystone chest? Or no? Maybe let's just do a simple crafting recipe for it.
There we go.
Yeah, there is. Okay. There is. Looks like Twitch is popular today. Hey, is there any? That's right. Isn't any new releases or AAA? Like
What do you mean?
Recently?
Halo.
Anime wires. Twitch is bugging out. Twitch is crazy today.
Halo dropped yesterday actually.
Yeah, that's why this dropped.
But it's only 6.6 thousand people. They said that Twitch. They said that Halo, on its first day of release, it is the top third item on YouTube. Which, if I had the $40, I'd drop it on that, and
Okay, now I gotta inject them items.
but I'd drop it on that so I could get Halo because I love Halo
Nico.
and
Well,
Dragon Quest Builders.
I want some of your input if you can. Let's go to Crafting Warriors.
Mhm.
It'd be cool if you can give me some input if you want to, Nico, if you're not busy.
Oh, what was that whole card thing about
What card thing?
in Discord
Where?
that y'all were yakking about the cards?
Just working on something about a card ideal. Just about the pack and all that. What you think it should be added? It should be tweaked and all that. And what's your point of view and all that? You know, that stuff.
Yeah, Christmas comes sooner. Yeah, we had a package delivered yesterday. I was talking to Natsu about it.
Mysteries package?
Yeah, I was sitting there in the bathroom, right? Yakking outside. It sounded like I was a cop. I'm like, well, what in the crap? So I clean myself up, pull my pants, go to the door. She beats me to the door. And there was no one there. And I was looking around like, what in the hell was that about? And noticed that there was a package over there sitting on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, to see he's ordering some. What do you order this time? She was like, don't worry about it. Well, she picked up the box, brought it into the room, and put it in the floor by the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went in there yesterday because they were talking to her for a few minutes, and I saw that it was on my bed, my old bed, with a sheet over it.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there thinking, well, then it must be something for me for Christmas or something like that he didn't want no one knowing about it.
Mm.
It was either for me or for her. Because he told me what he wanted to get her for Christmas. I already know. I'm not going to say that just in case she ever walks through when I'm talking about it, but...
Okay, now the hard part. One sec, I'll turn user down. Say something, Guzu?
Hello?
Say something?
Hello?
Much better,
I'm not
Nico?
that loud.
There you go. I
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
I
all
guess I
use...
am a little loud. It's not me that's loud, Key, but it's you that's quiet.
Okay, I'll crank my
That's
voice
what it
there,
is. You're a
buddy.
little quiet. That's why I sound so loud. I was a little loud, but
Better.
you're definitely
Yeah.
quiet. Quieter than what you normally are.
I'm always quiet. It's just in the morning. Mostly chilling out with drinking coffee. You know.
What do you mean? It's the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's morning for Nico.
Oh, I thought you meant for you. Like the hell
For
are you talking
everybody.
about? It's 1
It's
o'clock
morning-
in the afternoon.
In the words of a drunken guy, it's morning somewhere. Okay. Okay.
Of course, the Democrats are going to act against Trump, the one person that did more for our country than Obama did. But okay. Yeah, Trump's probably going to get impeached.
Who knows? $1.72 Nico. You're welcome to join a voice chat. That'd be easy for us. You have the care of patience to join all that. Okay. Joy hitting that pedal.
After hitting a dog with his car, man drove it to safety. Turns out it was a coyote. Can't you tell the difference between a normal dog and a coyote?
No, you can't. Nature is scary that way.
You can tell the difference between a dog and a coyote.
Yeah, I'm sorry about it. It's just me just typing boring stuff, but. Save. Okay. Okay.
said that
Mm-hmm.
Queen Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
she's actually fixing to retire. Looking for her heir. She's at that age, though.
She's been on the throne for a long time.
Right, she's at that age. She's fixing to retire and pass it on to whoever.
Okay, no drop yet. Let's check again.
Ow!
What happened? You got bit?
Oh, I got my finger caught in my hair.
I need a haircut. Come over here, I'll shave your head. Okay, some reason I'm not dropping. Let's take a look at it. Why? Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Is it that low? Let me check. I'll kill more.
I told you, you're quiet.
I am quiet.
Yeah, you're not like super quiet, but you are quiet.
Okay, how's this?
Hold on. Say something.
Say something.
That's a little better.
Okay, I don't know.
We're
It
about
looks
even.
pretty decent with me on the mic. Oh, 1 second. I don't know what to do. Let's see. Not you. Okay, how's that? Am I a little louder in there? Let's see. Let me take a look. Let's see, gang. How's this? Oh, that's too red. Sorry, guys. Turn that sucker down.
Does everyone's headphones explode?
How's this? You might hear some background noise, but what you going to do? Is that better? Is it mute your Discord and tell me if that's better, okay?
I don't have to. There's a delay.
Okay, is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
That's better? Okay.
Yeah.
You might hear some rap music in the background by somebody, so. Is it legit? This is this bad?
sick of seeing this advertisement.
What advertisement is it?
That illegal WoW Classic leveling website.
Yeah. Or download Minecraft for free. Let's go to the text and do a little tweaking. I'll change these to 100 and see if they drop. What's up?
Nah, just watching this show.
Save. Oh, that might be why. Let's try that.
Instagram, bitch.
Who uses Instagram nowadays?
This guy.
Creepy.
They were talking. He found her
Yeah.
on Tinder.
Creepy.
He then found her Instagram and was
Creepy.
messaging her on Instagram.
Creepy.
He's
Creepy.
like, I like your hair down today. He's like, how does he even know that? Because you post dumbass selfies on Instagram. Hair in a bun.
Have you heard about the whole
So stupid.
Instagram story about a person that was Instagram and they were invited to a hotel to sponsor it, but the hotel wasn't no longer existing, so it was a old Instagram account.
Yeah.
And they invited them, and thanks to her inviting her friend, a guy friend, they weren't part of the trafficking.
Mm.
So.
Chicken loses job. Chicken is broken. Chicken strips. $3.79. Cheat on your girlfriend, not your workout. Reebok. Mint Ogrelode. McDonald's. Shoot your girlfriend. Panasonic. Are you Asian and don't want to be? There's hope for change. Truth Ministry.
Ugh.
Save the whales. Lose the blubber. Go vegetarian.
It's. You know, I might get a lot of flack for this, everybody. But if fertilizer is from animals, right? So why is vegans using fertilizers for food?
Actually, fertilizer is from the crap that the animals produce.
And
So
by
doesn't
the
make-
words of the vegans, they
don't
cannot
eat produce food. They don't eat anything that the animal that's edible. And I mean,
or
the poop
from the animal.
it's different. They don't eat anything that's food. Obviously, they're not gonna sit there and eat shit. Literally.
Let's see. Let me 1 second. Let me talk to somebody. I think the IDs of the extra utilities being a pain in the butt. What?
Balloons, Sackville Street. On mobile. And instead, it says ball sack party on the phone. Bacon is our god because bacon is real. United Church of Bacon. Howard Family Dental. We do our business in your mouth. Who are you gonna call? Nobody. You're driving.
Let's try. If you wonder what I'm having a trouble, I think the program actually thinks this is a number of the code right here. This is 19 to 14 to 15. Let's see.
Illiterate? Write for free help. The Illiteracy Foundation.
See if that works. Save.
Child support blues should have been a vasecto man.
Let's try a different item. Let's try Skystone. Let's see. And let's try Skystone chest.
Kids these days. Halloween hunt 10/30. Parents, welcome parents and STDs.
You're crazy, Yuzu. You're crazy.
Stuff on Facebook on random funny stuff. Brunch restaurant. We have crabs.
Of
We are
course,
having big fun in Uranus, Route 66.
Yeah. Let's see.
Too hot to change this. Too hot to keep changing the sign. Sin bad, Jesus good. Details inside.
You're crazy. If I get banned off of Twitch, I'm banning you. You know?
They're gonna ban you for Twitch.
Yeah, drop. Let's go then. I'll see what's wrong with these.
They ain't gonna ban half the people that should already be banned off of Twitch. They're not gonna ban you.
That's true.
Dick's Pizza. You haven't eaten pizza until you've eaten Dick's. Free Dick's at Dick's. Oh my gosh. You know, like, I don't know who these advertising people are, but they need to fire them.
Or, hey, people, it works. Alright, let's see. Well, it makes people laugh, so people know about it.
Oh great, you're here. The tree just fainted.
This might crash me.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. One second, everybody. Ed mob drops. Ed mod drops Minecraft mod.
Going to go to the restroom. Right back.
Okay. See, maybe just take off this. Drop maybe. Let's try that. Save. We'll be right back. I am back. So I'm thinking, everybody, it Skin's confused because it thinks this is a drop value. Actually, let's do this. So I think I reported this bug, but I think it's the way it is because it thinks it's one of the ID values is a number of the drop of the drop condition of the items.
What's bugged?
I told you. By the looks of it, I think it's the drop value of the drop value of the ID number. I think it's getting mixed up with the ID number, like the 14 dot 14, because it thinks it's part of the row. I reported it, told him directly. So, because it thinks it's part of its value. Now, since this kind of gateway happened, let's just do something else, everybody. For now, let's just keep this the way it is. Record this on the greater date.
Are you gonna play the Dragon Quest Builders demo, Kiva?
I have it on PS4. I can play that.
Why not just play the one on PC because it's longer? I mean, you have the game too, but I figured you might play the demo on PC just to see what it feels like. Only thing that you're not gonna like is the mouse, but you get used to it pretty quickly. The mouse, it's not like loose as it should be, so you're dragging your mouse across your desk, because they have it fixed on certain settings. I will say there were some heavy graphic spots where the game froze.
I'm reading something, everybody, so give me a second.
He was reading.
How you spell slip?
SLIP. Think. Yeah. Oh.
What's up?
Patty Mayo. So funny. Oh god, it's Astro. Keep it in the stream.
Hey, Astro.
Hey, hold on a second. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this thing to work.
Don't worry. If your beds you rat on cattle, I'm stop my
There's
mind.
an on button. You press that.
There we go. Hi.
We're
Hello.
trying to get working anyways.
How is Texas? Is that correct?
It's nice. It's 66 out right now. I think it's the
In Texas?
coldest.
Damn.
Texas is cold. If you see snow, then Texas is in
If you see snow,
doomsday.
then hell's frozen over.
You see be on the streets because they're going to be afraid for their lives.
Yeah,
oh
bread.
my god, this red stuff is falling from the sky! It's the rapture, I don't know what it is! It's snow, David. It's snow.
Far north is Maryland. They have bits when it snows. So
I think it's only snowed here once.
It snowed in Florida 4 times in my life.
in forever. in all of human history.
In my house, it only snowed one. One time.
Coming out of Boston, it was completely coated. It was awful.
I remember it got below 0
Well,
one
this
time
was a
in
pretty
Florida.
crappy Thanksgiving too, though.
I was triple layered with a jacket on when I landed, and it was, horrendous. But
Like the guy from Snow Dogs. But so how's cattle roping?
apparently there are no more cattle.
What happened? The cattles are to the butcher shop.
They yeeted.
Well, there was a huge, I think it was a longhorn pasture right next to my mother's development, and she took delight in seeing them. But apparently, they've been permanently removed, and I don't mean slaughtered. I mean like apparently, cattle get rotated, so they're just not there anymore.
But they won't eat up the grass.
Yeah, they rotate it so the grass can recover, and then they put them. They wait like a year or two, then put them back.
Oh,
Actually, I think they wait a full year and then they put them back.
I guess you guys are the experts. But yeah, that was.
It depends on the land. Though it
One-
being Texas, it's probably more than a year.
But every single time she's like, "Oh, Christopher, I wonder if there's gonna be the cows this time." No, they're not there. Where the hell are they? they're just plumb gone.
Kind of
But,
like
yeah,
yeah.
so we're gonna go out to a museum or something.
Okay. We're just coding right now.
You go to Texas
Oh, jeez, hold on.
to a museum.
Well, my mother lives here. I'm visiting her, so we're just gonna find some stuff to do.
Wow,
Who
go to an aquarium. They're more entertaining than a museum.
I don't know where the nearest aquarium is.
who's by chance who's cat sitting?
We have a regular to visit. But
Okay.
recently we actually got a camera that's pointed on their convergence points. So we can monitor them. They just pace around. They're idiots,
I'd be careful with those cameras.
Yeah, well, I realize the danger of somebody hacking in, but if they really wanted to look at our one gate with our 2 cats like slapping each other every 2 hours, I guess that's the risk that I have to take.
Okay.
But we're in San Antonio. I don't know if there is an aquarium. We've been to the zoo about a bajillion times. So
We when I went up to Georgia, my mom couldn't go. She was disabled. She wanted to, but she couldn't. But me and my dad went. We drove all the way to the center of Atlanta to go to a zoo.
well, I don't know where.
I mean, aquarium.
in Florida to the center of Atlanta has got to be a pretty long drive.
Well, we were up in Georgia at the time. I swore I said that. Maybe I didn't. My bad.
I thought that was the trip. Okay.
No, we have. I think there's still a SeaWorld aquarium somewhere.
Okay.
That's ran by SeaWorld.
Don't they abuse their orcas or something? There's a big thing.
It's a giant ass whale. They don't. You can't take off a whale. I can't take care of a whale.
Well, I can't.
I mean,
certainly.
hell, it's the exact same equivalent of having a 700-pound wife. You can't take care of her.
Did you say a 700-pound wife?
Yes, I did.
Careful.
Because that's the equivalent of a human whale.
I see.
You just can't take care of them. They're in a small room in captivity because they can't go nowhere without ripping the roof off and having to have a forklift.
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying that the whale was essentially the wife. I didn't realize the actual weight of 700 pounds was entering into this. You're right.
Well, think about it. They can't make a whale-sized room.
I'd like to try not to think about it.
I mean, they can't.
There's
They
no
can't.
way. The size they would need is just huge.
Like they can't have a tank for a great white shark.
Container for an orca has got to be pretty sizable.
Yeah, it's got to be huge.
Sorry.
I mean, it's probably got to be about the size of the Mosa container. Probably even bigger for the Jurassic Park movie.
Jurassic. How do we get talking about Jurassic Park now?
He's talking about the enclosure they had.
The enclosure they had for the Mosa.
Whoa.
Jurassic World, the newest, the second one, the newest series spinoff, whatever you want to call it.
Jurassic World, that crap.
That's it. Yeah.
So Chris Stuckman made a short film, and there was a poster in the background that said Jurassic Universe because the whole plot of the movie is a guy that can't write good movie plots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it went from an interesting sight gag to be like in-your-face punchline when they discussed it. I think it would have been better as just a background sight gag, but
they're supposed to be making a new Jurassic Park movie though.
They're big. Mm-hmm. Now the dinosaurs are actually. That's why pretty much why it's called Jurassic World, because the dinosaurs are. Sorry for spoils if you haven't seen it. Have you seen the second one?
Spoilers are okay.
Anyway, I'm streaming
Jurassic Park. It's linear.
Pretty much what I'm saying is the dinosaurs are now legit fully into the wild on Earth.
Oh, I see.
With everybody.
Yeah, at the end of this, again, spoilers. At the end of the movie, they're at the Jurassic World, the island that it's on. It completely explodes from a volcano.
Yeah.
And all the dinosaurs got sold on an auction house.
They're not sold; they're captured.
They got captured and sold.
So most of them are taken and captured by a guy, the new person that runs Jurassic Park. Well,
the scientist.
Getting sold. He's a scientist, but no, it wasn't him. It was someone else.
Yeah, it was a billionaire, rich dude.
But yeah, I think it was the son or something. But he was taking and selling them all off to Yakuza and everything, and all those kind of people. Well,
wait, is it actually the plot of the movie, or is this like
yeah,
some theory?
He's just selling them off.
And using dinosaurs as.
What are the Yakuza gonna do? Are they gonna ride on the backs of the dinosaurs?
No, and there was a new species, the Dominus Rex 2.0, I think it was.
No, that's yeah. They created a new Dominus Rex as well, like a better version of it.
That's like that's the way that you do sequels. Like if you think about it, every single Alien sequel, like it or not, tries to introduce a new creature.
Yeah.
Every single one, they try to bring something.
I mean, legit. Look at the Alien, the lore. It's confusing.
Prometheus was a good movie, though.
I don't think it was a good movie, but I think it looked good. And
it was a good movie.
New creatures, they had a few in there actually. So, but that's the way that you make the sequels. You can't. That's the unfortunate thing is every time you make a sequel to Alien, I think that the directors feel like or the writers really need to introduce something new, but you don't necessarily need a new creature. From Alien 1 to 2, it made sense to bring in the Queen because you needed a way to make the eggs, and then from 2 to 3, they just tried to play around a little bit with the genetics, but you didn't need anything else. As I understand, Prometheus and Covenant tried to rewrite the entire life cycle, and that completely destroys the notion of a queen, and that just underlines the entire thing. I did not like Prometheus, and I hated Covenant, but I'll say that I liked what Prometheus looked like. Because if there's one thing Ridley Scott did not get bad at, it was making a movie that
visuals.
Yeah.
The guy knows how to shoot visuals. But unfortunately, I say this every time. When I watch Alien, it looks like I'm watching people trying to struggle with a crisis, and when I watch Prometheus or Covenant or Alien Resurrection, I'm watching people who are definitely reading off a script.
I mean, look how.
Is this live?
This is live. Yeah.
Oh, so the world gets to. Okay. Well,
I told you I'm live.
But it's the same thing with Tremors. You remember the original Tremors, right?
Tremors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. They started back in like Amish old age.
There's no need to have this giant worm morph into like small flying bug monsters or whatever, but they did it because that's what they thought they needed to do. They got to ramp up the.
Oh yeah, they got to ramp it up. I mean, think about Sharknado.
Well, Sharknado is. I don't think it's trying to be high cinema.
Have you seen the last movie, the one that was filmed here in Florida?
I haven't seen any movie Sharknado. There's more than one. Oh, what am I saying? Of course
there's three of them.
It's a sci-fi movie.
The last one was filmed. I wouldn't consider it sci-fi, but I guess.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi movie.
But
it's not like a documentary that happened in real time.
No, actually,
This is for sweetness. A spider-nado.
Actually, I think it kind of does feel a little real time, honestly.
They try to do it in one shot.
That's how it kind of felt. But yeah, it was filmed. Third one I think was filmed here in Florida. In fact, actually, specifically in downtown Orlando, on one of the tallest buildings here in Orlando.
This is a movie about sharks, and it took place on top of a tall building.
Yeah, no. So what it is there's a storm, a really bad hurricane that hits California.
Okay, California.
Well, it made a big water spout over the ocean, sucked up a bunch of great white sharks.
It's California.
And then started spurring tornadoes. And when the tornadoes fell, it was sharks. It was throwing sharks onto the land.
Now, allow me to accept this premise, as silly as it is. Why is it that no other sea life gets deposited? Like, couldn't there also have been dolphins or, like, bluefin tuna is pretty rare. You know what I mean? Like sunfish, other things.
Yeah, but what's more terrifying? Oh my god, it's a damn sea turtle!
It's not about terror. It's like, if you have the premise that there's a spout that...
Rapid spin.
Terrible things, you gotta at least expect a couple anchovies or something.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there was other stuff, but you gotta remember... The sharks flying in the air, anything that's up there is going to get eaten regardless.
Well, I don't think sharks are just like these, non-stop vacuum devices. Don't sharks live symbiotically with some fish that?
Some fish, and it's mostly the bottom feeders.
They eat anything they can get their teeth on. Like dolphins, they're terrified of dolphins.
You ever made a dolphin angry?
Yeah, because dolphins will play with you until you're dead.
Can't say I've ever been in a situation where I could piss off a dolphin.
Dolphin, you don't have to piss off a dolphin. Dolphins will protect you too.
I'm sure they're also messy up.
I mean, hit a dolphin.
If you're like in the water,
go hit a dolphin in Minecraft and see what happens.
That's Minecraft.
They act like pigmen.
But
dolphins. Minecraft is a real life simulation. It's true to life.
Yeah.
I mean, you make one dolphin angry, a whole bunch of dolphins will come at you and kill you.
But look at the traveling pods.
Hello?
What? Minecraft? Yeah.
Well,
but well, like dolphins, if you're swimming in the ocean, some people have been harassed by dolphins.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
And what they're assuming is the dolphins are playing with them, but no, in fact, there's a shark below them, and the dolphins are protecting the person.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I've heard about that too.
Yeah, there's been several cases where the dolphins have actually protected people, swimming around them like sharks to keep them protected. Or constantly swimming across and stuff to keep their legs out of view from the shark and stuff to trick the shark.
Yeah, a dolphin can mess up a shark if given the opportunity.
They can, yeah. They're really aggressive. They also play really aggressive.
I'm sure.
So, if they're playing with you like a kid, they could probably accidentally kill a kid and not me.
Yeah. We just don't have the lung capacity, do we?
Nope.
Well, no, but when you get slapped by a tail at 20 miles an hour...
Then you don't have a spine
like
either,
that.
right?
Okay.
There's a smell in the air. I think it's cedar. I don't know. I'm just...
You sure it's not cow crap?
No, this is this plant-like smell that's characteristic of the Southwest. Like when I went to Mexico City, I experienced the same smell. So there's got to be some plant that's around.
Like there's a smell when you're up north. It smells different than you're in Florida.
Yeah, it smells like air.
There's something growing around here, and I don't know what it is. I'm told cedar is some other thing by a guy I know from Arizona, but like, how do you describe a smell to somebody where they could be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. But
It's difficult. You actually have to get the smell and give it to the person. So
there's definitely something happening here. I like it. It's nice. Like if I were to just black out and wake up someday and smell that, I'd know I was in and around the Southwest.
like when you're up north, it's different
911,
smell.
what's your emergency? Yeah, I've been kidnapped and I'm somewhere in the Southwest. How do you know that? I smell the trees. I talk to snakes.
Snake told me.
I can talk to snakes.
Excuse you?
You can talk to snakes, he said.
The snakes told me.
He's going loony.
No, I'm not.
A reference to something, or is he just finally?
It's a reference.
He finally snapped.
No, for reference to Smosh and stuff. If you actually, they do a whole gag thing on Harry Potter. I was actually just well, I shouldn't say that, but he's oh, what's the other word? He's mentally retarded, and they said he's like a white kid that lives in he lives in the crawl space of the stairs of some white family's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I was just picking words because they sound funny. I didn't realize.
They say he's just not all there in the head.
Wow.
And he's like, I talk to snakes. And then he goes and takes this broom from this lady, and she's like, quit it. He's like, Quidditch! Hopping on the broom.
Yeah, no, I think he live under the stairs if that's the case. Put a real spin on all these classic tales. It's just imagined in the mind of some psychopath.
Yeah.
Is that most ever in? Let's do that. Since I'm having trouble with this dropping from it, he reported it, so he's going to fix that as soon as he can. For now, let's just do a temporary band-aid fix.
What is it you're doing?
Customizing the drop drops. And some reason it doesn't like meta value with the mob drops. For some reason, it's freaking out. Because what's up?
Is it maybe your syntax? Maybe you just need to use the right symbols to indicate a meta value. Because I've encountered different mods that
we're removing the applied into just its 2 meteors, and making it to where the mob drops the
stuff
presses.
Get from it.
Yeah, and so they're not blowing holes in the landscape.
Yeah, I think that's a wise decision. I think if you saw one every once in a while and it was super rare, that's okay. But like, I think we found one pretty quickly when we were doing a test run.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think when this new update comes out, I honestly think we should the server should be a new map.
Why?
It's just
things that people have built that would just be lost if that were the case.
It wouldn't be lost. Kiba could save the map and put it somewhere. If you want to download it, go ahead and download it.
Well, okay, but then that means that the mark that you've made on the landscape essentially doesn't exist anymore for any people that ever get to see in the future. But back to my original question, all of that could be sidestepped if you don't reset the server. So I'd like to know why you're considering resetting it. What's the motivation?
It's been, 4 years since that one world's been there?
2 years.
2 years. That's a long time.
2 to 1 year.
And it's had a lot of updates. Like, we're adding chocobos and whole. I still think a fresh world might help do the server a little good.
Yeah, but you haven't explained why. The fact that it's old is not really a good explanation, because as long as...
Well, you gotta think about it this way. Because, you have to think about it this way. The chunks that we were in, it's not really going to be anything from any of the new stuff that we're adding in those chunks.
Well, what are the things we've...
It's always good to refresh your server every couple years or so.
That's the issue I'm having.
And put a new map. It's always good to do a new map every couple years.
Well, I disagree, because I would like to keep my map forever.
But it's you and like a select group of friends, though.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly just you.
Doesn't matter. Everybody. What I want is something that's essentially forever. I don't want anybody's creations to be lost.
True, but it's also, though... But with Kiba's server, though, he's updating the pack, adding a bunch of new stuff to it. And... it's always good to... after a little while, give fresh new ideas for building and stuff.
You keep saying it's...
it is.
besides chunks needing new things? But what are the things that we don't get? What are the things?
The older put it this way: the older the map is, the more prone it is going to become for corruption.
Why?
It's just how it is. It's like a
that's
car.
a good explanation.
It's a plenty good explanation.
No,
You're just too difficult. You gotta have a definition and explanation for every damn thing.
I don't know what to tell you, man. If you can't define something, why should
That's your scientific blood flowing.
I know, but then what does that make your position if it's not objective or analytical?
Position's fine. It makes plenty of sense.
But you have
The map's not going to reset until it needs to be, if it does.
Well, I mean, it's 2 years old. You have all of the new mods that's being added to it, so new stuff is going to be needing to be spawned. So the new chunks itself, I don't even think it's going to have any of the applied logistics.
Most of the planners, don't worry, I got a cover up for that. I can remember most of the don't forget the mining dimension.
Oh, that's true.
That's why it's there.
easily be
But-
reset.
It's still, yeah, it needs to be reset too, I think.
The only thing I've contributed is a hole in the ground.
Well, I think other people's gone in it as well. I
Yeah.
don't know how explored the mining zone is, though.
Worth looking at down there, because the point of the surface is you make a place to live and you make cool.
Yeah.
construction. The point of the mining dimension is just resources. I think
Yeah,
the
that's true.
only thing I've added there is a little pet with a small paint depot.
That,
Okay.
well, I think the mining place does need to be reset every so
Mhm.
often, along with whatever other worlds we have.
Like the Nether. Nobody's gonna build a base in the Nether.
Whoever
Okay,
does is crazy.
What other stuff is there? Twilight as well.
No, the Twilight is on the pack.
What other world was there besides the Nether? And
There's the last millennium, but that's just
Yeah, but besides the end.
there's Nether, the end, the mining dimension, the last millennium. That's it.
yeah, all those worlds definitely probably. Well, I don't know what you could do about the end.
The end can get reset easy. It's a click.
Yeah,
of a
but it
button.
would respawn the Ender Dragon though.
Yeah, nobody killed the Ender Dragon yet.
I've been there once and I couldn't put a scratch on it, so it doesn't matter. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has been there, but
No.
what to lose?
So until this is fixed, everybody will put some skies
what I
in
think
there.
what I think should be done
Mhm.
is instead of resetting the. I know you don't want to reset the map, but what I think we should do is work on another map and build on that new map and start.
Do Overworld?
Yeah, but actually build towns and stuff like that on a new map.
Build towns? What do you mean by build towns?
Well, Kiba wants it to be a Dragon Quest mod, and it's just being open world. It's literally, here's a world, good luck. Because if you don't know nothing about Dragon Quest, you come in, you don't know shit about Dragon Quest at all. You don't even know what you're doing.
Okay, well, what is the alternative that you're proposing?
Well, we could build dungeons. We could build literally a Dragon Quest map.
Yeah, meta value is annoying and a pain in the butt sometimes. So how do you deal with it, meta value? Tips?
Well, let me first address Ozu's comments. What do you mean by build a world then? You mean just construct towns and dungeons?
He wants a different dimension so we can build into.
Well, not only that, because it feels like like I was talking about dungeons and stuff. I mean, fighting those giant bosses that spawn randomly are fine, but it'd probably be cooler if we had actual dungeons you could run, and then you would fight the giant boss inside of that dungeon.
But that's something you'd have to build?
Well, yeah.
Why couldn't you build it on the overworld that it currently exists?
I can make them gen in the world. The only drawback with the dungeons are over right now is
They're derpy.
No, I can make them, but there's no way to reset them.
Exactly. There's no way to reset it. I mean, if we,
What do you mean by reset them?
you can't reset the dungeon. So if I'm online, I run the dungeon, and someone else wants to run it after me, it won't automatically reset.
It's a one-time deal.
Yeah, and it's just
there's no way to
it's
reset.
just wasted space.
But repopulate chests and reset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a waste of space.
In 1.7.10.
There is somewhat, but they won't be the best ones.
It doesn't work for what we need.
But then how's that any different if you construct a new world? It's still going to be one-time dungeons, isn't it? So it's the same thing.
Well, I mean, this is talking a long time down the line.
Yeah, but it's the same problem, though. It's waiting a long time for it isn't going to solve the problem.
The problem is that the mod pack is 1.7.10. That's the honest-to-God problem.
Well, if I do update a big kitchen sink.
That's what's wrong with it. It's in 1.7.10. It needs to be redone in the newest version. Well, newest version of Minecraft. So then you have access to all these better things you could use.
By better things, I mean more recent versions of some of the mods that are doing the things you want to do.
Better plugins, better everything.
Okay, but you talked about constructing a dungeon. So you're saying there's a different version of that same mod that will reset?
Well, no, my theory for the dungeons originally was have a flat world that we could construct the dungeons in, and then the person would be teleported to that flat world inside of that dungeon, and they could run the dungeon, and then the dungeon would... so it's not... What?
That's a neat idea.
But it's not in the main world, so it's not cluttering the main world.
Yeah, there's just like a way to teleport you to a dungeon the same way Windcraft does when you go into a mission. It just isolates a different part of the map, so you think you're in the same area. Okay, I mean that would work. That's different, but you know, you're still gonna hit the problem of the thing won't reset, or is it like
it's not gonna reset. That's what I was saying. That's why we need a newer version of Minecraft, because there are plugins that allow just that.
Okay, but I mean, we have no control over that, right? Because the Dragon Quest mod itself has to be more modern, and I don't think it's ever going to be.
He said he would do time. He's planning for it. He just want to get this, get everything fixed up in this version. He wants to make.
What's the point if you're going to make a new version of the pack in general?
Because he wants everybody to try to.
Stop fooling with the 1.7.10 and start working on the newer version, because it's going to be done faster.
No, it won't.
Well, yeah, but add all that new stuff into the new mod pack.
He wants to make sure the version that he has is fully workable, and he will transfer to the next one.
Because he's going to have to change a lot of stuff.
He knows. That's why he forced it.
To even be compatible with the newer version. I don't know why he just doesn't rebuild it.
No, it's not originally his mod.
Huge pain in the ass.
That's what it needs. It needs someone to make a complete new mod.
I'll pay somebody $2,000.
Yeah,
that mod
isn't.
I mean,
pay somebody $2,000 is
honestly not great. I should
pay
say.
somebody $2,000.
Took me forever to learn how to make the version of my mod on 1.7, and I made sure to just keep it version parity between everything through 1.12.
Yeah.
That was a real slag. I could not imagine rebuilding the thing from the ground up. I think I'd rather just go play in Traffic if that were the case. I'm not making any versions past 1.12 too, so it's pretty much dead.
Well, anything past 1.12 isn't really stable anyways.
But it never will be, because Forge is never going to be made in such a way to accommodate.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you this story, but they have the Forge people put out a documentation that's very explicit on the ways that you change different things for 1.13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they downright refused.
Yep.
There's like world structures just like, well, this is complicated, so I hope your mod doesn't do it. I'm like, well, mine does, so I guess I'm not porting it ever again.
Well, Forge...
Doesn't like Feedbeats have to actually make a new launcher too.
Yeah, they have to make a new launcher.
Oh, that's all.
But that's because that launcher is hella old and they want to make a new one.
No, they're legit. They have to make a unique launcher for the new Forge because the new Forge doesn't like. Never done. So.
Also, that legacy launcher is hella old.
Well, multi-MC
very outdated.
Forge in 1.14 because there's a whole barrel of problems with that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Also, so since my mod does village generation stuff, 1.14 changes village generation, so I'd probably need to rewrite all of that from scratch, because there's no guarantee there's a well to decorate anymore, so to decorate the village is going to be more difficult. like I have no incentive to ever work on anything that far along again. I think I'm gonna.
Well, it's getting to where Minecraft mods for the new version is just becoming a thing of the past.
I noticed. That's the whole reason I played this game is because it's modded. If there wasn't a huge modding scene for it, and Yogscast didn't like go into detail about all the different.
People
mods.
still play mods for the older versions. They still play versions for 1.5.
It's
1.4.
still Minecraft is its modding era is slowly coming to an end. And
Because-
that's Microsoft's doing. Microsoft, I have a feeling Microsoft is making them make this code so complex that mods don't exist.
I'm ordinarily cynical enough to agree, but I'm not completely sure that that's the case.
That
I-
probably is the case.
Well, I don't think it's actual Microsoft. Like, it.
Well,
people
it's
who work
also
with Minecraft is essentially the same people it's always been for the most part.
well, it also has to be up to Microsoft standards as well. If it's not Microsoft standards, they say just piss off.
Oh,
and
it's a
then we
modding
you know.
thing, so they can mod like crazy. Modding is not made by the company.
Now, remember, I said this about a year ago, but mark my words, 1.12 is going to be the new bottleneck. It's going to
Yeah.
be the most extreme bottleneck.
It'll be the new 1.710.
And everybody massive mockery for playing 1.7 over on the Forge forums themselves.
Yeah.
Like they don't even want to entertain the ideas why people play the old version, but it's going to happen with 1.12 again.
Most popular
Yeah.
mod version to download for 1.710. Most popular version of Journey Map 1.710.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.710 and 1.12 was the most stable versions of their game.
I don't know why
I don't
people play 1.10. I don't know why.
Well, if 1.13, if the coding base was the same as it was for 1.12, then it wouldn't have taken Forge forever to put out their Forge version of it, and 1.13 would be the new bottleneck.
Yeah.
Since the code base changed so much, it took Forge forever to actually make the Forge version, and then when it actually got released, the code base was so different that I couldn't even approach it. So it's... Yeah, and that's all because, Mojang actually changed the code. So, like, it could have been any version. It could have been a 1.11. It just so happened that 13 was the time they decided, you know what? Let's really screw things up real bad. Well, okay, I'll be fair. Let's
Yeah.
make it more streamlined. Because they did improve their own code. I noticed the things that they're doing is for the purpose of fewer ambiguities.
Well,
It processes them improving
It's
it.
like,
They remove all the other stuff with it.
well, it's like Kiba mentioned to me earlier that they hired the guy that made the Aether mod
Oh, did they?
on the Mojang. Yeah, that leads me to believe that they're going to be making a new zone, a new world.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
That
But-
leads me to believe that, and they're going to be using Aether as the basis. I mean, think about it. We have a hell, we have an end,
And
we don't
and
really have a sky
actually,
world.
give a heads up. You know the Nether is getting an update too, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fixing the villages and stuff, and some other stuff.
adding pigs, Nether forest, and all that. So
I saw some of that. I still think that the version I have on 1.7 with all the mods is
No, it's something else. I think no, it's another.
Yeah.
Then
they're-
I think they said they're overhauling the inn.
Oh,
the Nether.
No, it's another. Then I think they said the end was next,
where they overhauled the Nether. That was
or the overworld.
Hmm.
They're doing it like world by world.
Yeah, well, I mean, good for them, but mine's got enough to look at.
Yeah.
Mine has enough to explore. My mod pack 1.7. It's got plenty. Nobody even plays on it anymore, so what's the point, right? I'll just have to go.
Yeah, a lot of mods are dying in general. Honestly, it's fixing to become a thing of the past for
One
Minecraft
second.
entirely. You might still play them, but there's not really going to be any new mods probably made for anything Minecraft after
Works
I'm
for
back.
me, honest.
a little while.
I'm on such an outdated version. It totally works for me.
I mean,
People still play Doom. That's a miracle. Imagine it could have still
Doom's different though.
still be well, but yeah, Doom is.
It's
extremely
different though. Its
Why?
code's not going to change
Yeah.
that it
for the
survived
old Doom.
so moddable. If for some reason people stopped doing it 10 years ago, it would still be extremely popular. So I'm not worried.
I mean, like,
yeah, okay. So
even looking on Twitch, the most
Mhm.
recent Minecraft mod pack is the Crack Pack 3.
man, I gotta publish my Galaxy Odyssey. I might as well think about doing that.
I mean, it's I feel that it's probably fixing to enter a phase where it's either going to take off again with something that Minecraft does to make the game better, or it's going to get worse and probably just not exist at all.
I actually believe that the modding itself is just going to go bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And that's...
Or we're going to see an entire slate of completely new mods rather than transfers from older versions of older mods. Just because the code base is so insanely annoying.
Yeah, that's the problem with mod makers. They go, oh, well, I don't want to redo it. I just want to make it update it. Bugs, oh well.
God, that's what.
No,
what I say.
you need to redo it.
I can't.
As it update, their code's gonna change. It's time for you to get off your ass and remake the mod.
Or do something better with your time, because this is all a charity case. Like, I make my mod because I wanted to make something fun for me and for the world to experience, but
Applied Energistics is an example.
When I updated Village Names to version 3, I expected it to take like a couple weeks, and it took a number of months to do. Because I was rewriting a lot of it from scratch to make it more efficient, because I now understand Java a little bit better. But, okay, so sorry about this. Can I switch over to the Kibus question that he asked like 15 minutes ago about the meta?
If you want to.
Well, I should, because that's the only constructive thing. That's what we're here for doing, right? So, what are you asking about the meta?
I sent you an example.
I saw that, but what to make of it.
First things first. The meta value of the item is 19, right?
What is 19?
The meta value.
Okay, I can't tell because I don't know what it is you're sending me.
I sent you directly.
Well, I see it, but I don't know what the context is for this. Like, this is an entry to be entered into.
In other words, this is pretty much the coding way of it is, to the drop rate. I'm about to cut paste to you right about now.
Okay, yeah, well, that's part of it, but see, this doesn't look like anything that comes out of Minecraft. I see the namespace is applied Energistics 2. The item name is going to be item multi-material, and then there's a series of numbers that are not Minecraftian.
What I'm saying is they're not meta values. That is the problem with the drop rate and all that stuff. The problem is the meta value gets confused with the whole drop rate thing because it thinks it's part of it. So I'm thinking.
There's no way, because this is specific to a mod that I've never used. So you're just gonna experiment.
I told the mod developer about it.
What have you done?
I told the mod developer about what's going on.
Okay.
So.
Well.
So for now, we'll do a temple. We'll do a sweep, everybody. You see this? This is simple. This is my mod. This is how I keep my mods in. So this is the QED. This is where I make some drop. So for now, let's just do a simple band-aid. As when I get him the report, I will give him more information if he asks it. I have everything written down and marked, so about the bug report. So we're going to do a simple band-aid and make it so you can see Skystone. To make it so you can have the chance of getting the presses.
Is Skystone the thing that you need for meteors?
No, it's the silicone presses.
Okay.
The problem is you only need one. You only need one of them.
Well, if you know what you're doing, but again, test. See what happens if you tweak these numbers.
So, for me, I was gonna make it so you could drop from the sieve. That's a simple band-aid I can do for now.
Okay.
So, yeah, right now it's about 33 degrees right now. I have my window open a little, cracked open the air, and I close it. Make it room cool, close it, and this instant repeat.
Disgusting. That's about what it is back in Boston. I have the temperature up, but no, here it's in the 70s, or not 70s, like 60s.
For me, if I'm streaming, I usually crack open a little window open a little, and just the whole room stays like a good temperature.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. I'm gonna get going. We're actually.
Peace. Enjoy the museum.
All right. Have a good one.
Tell me if you see any cattle.
I will let you know imminently if we have seen any cattle.
Moo.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Peace. All right. So you want to play next Tuesday today? If I play Dragon Quest Builders 2 on PC, the multiplayer is not yet in the multiplayer is not in the demo, so I can't play it.
Nope. Yeah, I know. Do it. Play it on PC.
Nah, I got something else in ideal.
What?
You will see. Hey, is Sleepy up?
Sleepy, yeah, Miracle's up.
He's up. Why didn't talk in chat?
Because he's playing Black Squad. He's trying to make some cash.
Oh, real cash, real life.
Yeah. There's some. They put in Black Squad. They changed their. They changed some of the stuff that you can get and sell in the store now. So he's doing that. Let me check and see if he's. Hold on. Alright, send him a message.
Okay, so we might play some. We might do some Lotra or something. Cause
Darksiders Genesis.
It sounds like the origin of it. Because Darksiders free is like Dark Souls.
I think this is Darksiders 3.
Yeah.
Or 4, maybe.
Get that game away from me. This is tired. So you had a good sleep?
Yeah.
That's good. Good, jolly good show.
Making sinuses though.
So for now, everybody will have the presses. I'll put this in my note. Sorry, I didn't got that much information done during this update. Just a simple live stream of the Minecraft and see how it goes.
Better yet, hold on. That's going to call him. That would work.
Are you trying to make a macro to call somebody, Yuzu?
Oh, this
Is that one I set up one to make it? Where did it legit? I set up one just to launch the game at a specific time. You know, they knew what I was doing in Digimon. They quit doing. They made me angry. Digimon did.
What they do?
They changed the rare coins. So you have to AFK the full time now.
Yeah, because they change it every so often. They just refresh it every so often.
They knew it. And at the end of it, you get something terrible. You get a wood box.
Yeah, alright, hold on.
Some wood box. What, are you joining chat? Alright, so let me finish this and I'll be going to end this, everybody. I got the doggos out. But only the blue healer and the black mouth cur, because the orc is definitely going on this cold. So, he has a pad he can go on.
Kiba.
Yeah?
Join the call.
Really?
Yep.
You can't see Minecraft? Oh, yeah, let's go. Hey, Sleepyhead, you're live.
We want to play something. What shall we play? Okay.
Turning on my laptop. What's up? What's wrong with you?
My nose. It's just completely stuck.
Okay, let's see. Do you like onions?
It's not gonna unzip my nose. Trust me, I've tried it.
Do you like hot stuff?
I've done that too. It doesn't work.
Not work with you? Alright.
It only works for a few minutes and then it stops.
So how you like the intro about the monsters and all that on the boat?
I was like, well, this is going to be a short tutorial. but it was pretty good. It was okay. It went over everything pretty well.
That's good.
But it was pretty good. I do wish there was more to the tutorial. Really would have liked to actually play the game completely. In other words, Kiva, donate $60 to your brother. Just kidding.
You know, brother. I gotta go, brother, but you're not my brother.
The game's definitely really good. The first one looked really good. It's just I didn't like the camera at all. Not in the first one. They fixed it in the second one.
Alright.
I'm having a private car. Patty's pissed.
Who's this Patty you speak of?
Patty Mayo is getting pissed.
You know, I have to start with the name Patty Mayo because
Patty Mayo, his
it sounds like a Doug cartoon character.
That's just his YouTube thing.
You know, there's a character in Doug named Patty Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Let's kind of get down to 25. Hey, Lansu. Yeah,
he's here. He's turning on his laptop.
I know. To reload. Alright.
I really don't know what I want to play.
Hey Tibbs, talking Doggin. Doggin Doug. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. Team alone.
Oh, so I tested
Let's do what?
Damn, Patty. What the hell?
Tested what? Uzu, tested what?
I tested Star Wars to see how the crossplay worked. It actually worked really, really well.
You tried it with Dansu?
Yeah, I tried it with the Lego games that I have. I haven't tested controller keyboard yet, but I just want to see how well it worked.
So it did pretty well.
Yeah.
Doug got friend zoned so hard by that right piece. Patty, I don't. Oh, you talking about Doug the show? Oh yeah. Let's just try 5. Save. Okay, so let's make it let's crank it down a little lower. Let's crank it crank it to 3. Save. Oh. MT reload. No, 33 is too much. Make it 4. Save. Reload. So it'll for now be you can see Skystone. You have a 25% chance of getting it.
Yeah.
So let's just do this. Oxy. Hey, Natsu. You sneezing? You coughing? Is this sneezing?
Of course, as you say that, I sneeze.
Alright. Okay, everybody. This is be a temporary fix. Mine won't be in the final update. So you can sift this stuff. You can find it by sifting dust, or I should make it so I have a 25% chance of dropping one of them. So.
You just grabbed him and threatened to beat the fuck out of him.
So everybody, we'll be in. Let's just do this. We'll be in the stream here, everybody. I might stream some Lotra, some random game.
We don't know yet. Yeah,
we don't know yet. I might stream some random. Just chill. The game Shop Heroes. What?
That's what you said.
Oh, you try something demon or something?
No, but that's what you said. That was the words. Just shower.
Anyway, we will. I don't want to stream. The game Shop Heroes, it sounds interesting with streaming wise. Drop frames. I don't know. Quit Twitch. You're bugging me.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We haven't decided.
Yep, we don't know yet. So end of the stream here. See you now. Bye.
See ya.